What's up, guys? It is the one, the only Fatalani here. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're all having a groovy good day, because today I'll be showing you how to add a chat box to your Stream Elements live stream using Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. The three main platforms of choice. There will be timestamps down below in the description and the top comment as well, so that way you can skip ahead to which platform you will be using. So without further ado, we're going to begin with Twitch, the main one that a lot of people use. So all you need to do is obviously head on over to Stream Elements, log in, get your account all situated and authorized, and get your overlays made. Once when you have your overlays made and you want to add a chat box to a specific one, so I'm going to use my intermission tab here. I just want to hit edit, go down to the bottom of the screen, hit this blue plus icon, hit stream tools, and add your stream chat box. So from here you can drag it, which I already have mine made and all good to go, but we'll show you how to do it. So you just want to enlarge it, change the dimensions however you please. And on the left side of the screen here, you will have certain settings that you can change. So you can see whether the messages are permanently there, fade, so the messages disappear after a certain amount of seconds, whether they're delayed. You can add certain bots. So for example, if you have a lot of stream bots in your chat and you do not want them to pop up in the chat box, you can add the users here, so that way their messages aren't flooding your box. And also you can change the position, the size, the style, the text settings, all that kind of stuff. And one thing I will say is, though, I do not know how to add your own custom HTML stream overlay chat. So the only thing I know how to do is just add a blank box, and that is it. So you're going to have to find a more experienced, in-depth video on how to incorporate that kind of stuff, which I do apologize. But once when you get your chat box all situated and good to go, simply hit save, copy the overlay URL, and then you want to go over to your Stream Elements. And from here, you simply want to hit the add icon, go to a browser, add a browser source, which I already have mine made, but for the sake of the video, we'll hit OK. And you want to paste the URL you just copied into the URL tab right here. And of course, change the dimensions of what you're streaming at. So I'm streaming at 1920 by 1080p, the standard for the most part. Hit OK, boom, bada bing, your overlay will appear, and your chat will be right over there. The only way that the chat will appear, though, is if you are broadcasting. So maybe make a second account with the settings you have and play around with them, spam in the chat, so that way you can see how it looks and everything. So that way when you do start your broadcast, you're all good to go and you don't have to worry about your chat box being all messed up. Now moving over to Facebook Gaming, which I'm not very experienced with Facebook Gaming. I don't know if there's anything special about it and the settings and all that, so I apologize for not being very experienced with this. But again, all you want to do is head on over to the Stream Elements, log into Facebook Gaming, get your account all situated, authorize, that kind of stuff, and go over to your Overlays tab. Once when you have your overlays made for your Facebook, you want to click edit on whatever one you would wish to add the chat box to. So hit edit. I don't have an overlay made really, so don't mind me. And then you simply want to click the green plus, the blue plus icon. Sorry, I'm not colorblind. Hit your stream chat box, and then you can drag and customize it to however you please, which that looks pretty good right there. I like that. And again, head on over to the left side and you can modify the settings. You can delay the messages. You can fade the messages after a certain amount of seconds. You can add user to the block option, so that way if you have a lot of bots in your stream and you don't want them to appear in the chat box, simply type in the username, boom, bada bing, they're gone. And you can also modify the settings, the position, the style of the chat box, and all that kind of stuff. One thing I will say is, though, I do not know how to add your own custom HTML overlay for your chat box. I'm not experienced with that by any means with Stream Elements, so I do apologize. You will have to find a more in-depth video on how to do that on your own time. But once when you have this all good to go, your chat box is looking styling, just simply hit save and copy the overlay URL right here. And head on back over to your Stream Elements, OBS, go down here to the plus icon, add a browser source, hit OK, name it, do whatever, and then you want to paste the link that you just copied into the URL section of this tab. And again, change the dimensions to whatever you're streaming at. So I'm streaming at 1920 by 1080p, the typical standard lately. Hit OK, and boom, bada bing, your chat box will appear right over there. Again, I'm not experienced with Facebook Gaming. I don't know if the chat will appear right now or if you have to be live in order for it to pop up. But one thing I would recommend you do is create a second account, log in, and spam in the chat just so you can see what the chat looks like and you can modify the settings to how you please. And then when you do actually start your legitimate broadcast, your chat box is all good to go and you don't have to worry about it looking a little rough or whatever. Now the best for last, the platform of choice that I use, and it is YouTube. YouTube does not have their own Stream Elements implementation just yet. I don't know when they will be adding one. I believe this is why I got a lot of backlash on my previous video. So for example, I will show you if you go over to one of your overlays, you hit edit, and you go over down to the blue plus icon to add a stream tool chat box, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. But there is a way to combat this, and this is my personal method on how to get over this situation. So you want to use Streamlabs. I use Streamlabs specifically just for my chat box. So when you get your account all situated, authorized, all good to go with Streamlabs, you want to go over to all widgets, click the chat box option, and from here you can modify your settings, do all that kind of stuff, add your own custom HTML, and make it look nice, which is what my chat box is right there. It's all situated and good to go. Make sure you hit save as well down at the bottom of the screen, and from here just copy the URL, go back over to your Stream Elements software, click the plus icon, go to browser source, and hit OK. And then again, the link that you just copied, paste into the URL section. The dimensions are a little different than Stream Elements, so you're gonna have to adjust these yourself. But for now, I'm just gonna simply hit OK, drag it around wherever I please, and boom, bada bing, your chat box is all good to go. I will say, for a recommendation, maybe create a second account and start your live stream, so that way you can spam in the chat and modify the settings to how you please, so that way when you do start a legitimate broadcast, you're all good to go and in good hands for your chat box. And there you guys have it. 3 of the main platforms for live streaming and how to add a chat box to your live streams using Stream Elements OBS. And again, I apologize for YouTube not having their own implementation with Stream Elements. Again, Streamlabs is the only way I know how to add a chat box to. Hopefully Stream Elements will incorporate some kind of change in the near future to help us YouTubers out, which would be fantastic. But again, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you need or have another way on how to add your own chat box using YouTube, leave a comment down below. I'd be happy to hear. But guys, I hope you did enjoy. I hope to see you around the channel or in a future live stream very soon. And again, thank you so very much for watching.